Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your girl Vonnii, and today we're going to be doing a yoga flow. This is something that I don't usually do, but today we're going to do it because I had so many requests. I had posted a TikTok on how to flow through your body and to release certain emotions, certain stressors that we harbor in our energy centers. Most of the times we store in our hips, so a lot of the emotions, negative emotions, traumas, traumatic experience. So your hip energy is your sacral chakra. When you talk about your sacral chakra, this is all of your creativity. This is where your ideas manifest from, especially for women. They have reproductive issues. This is an issue where you will begin to see negative emotions from our childhood. It could be experiences that have caused us experiences to feel something really deeply, and we harbor that in our hips. I'm going to be showing you guys a few poses that I like to do to release a lot of the traumas that I have and my negative emotions and all the energy that I get throughout the day. How I kind of clear my sacral chakra and how I stay creative, how I stay inspired, and just how I stay grounded on a day-to-day basis of maneuvering through life, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so right here I'm starting off with my intent, just kind of rolling out some negative energy in my neck from working all day on my phone, on my computer, and I just kind of sway that out. Now, during your stretching, you definitely want to make sure that you are breathing very deeply. When we connect with our breath, that also helps with our muscle to mind connection. So I just like to take it very, very slow and make sure I'm breathing and make sure I'm kind of swaying out my energy. Another thing I want to mention too is in certain parts of the video, you may see me rubbing and kind of caressing over my body. This is really going to help you increase the sensuality during your yoga. Yoga is a very sensual activity. It requires you to care for yourself. It requires you to connect with your body, connect with the movement, and that's just basically what I'm doing. Now, right here, when I get to my hips, something that I realize yoga really forces you to trust yourself and allow your body just to tell you what it really needs. So I do a lot of deep breathing. I kind of just really focus on my flow. And sometimes I will even get a really, really good pop, which is why I made that face. And it feels really good to just let your back flow, let your body flow in a way that we don't normally do on a regular day-to-day basis. So this pose right here, I can definitely usually get a pop. I get a lot of pops. My hips opening up during this pregnancy has really been a interesting feeling. So something that I also like to do is this quick stretch right here. This is also a great pose for individuals who may feel a lot of that tightness that a lot of people tell me about in some of my comments. And typically I will go right back into that pose just because I can usually get a little deeper, and then that'll take me to furthering my hip mobility stretches just to kind of open my hips a bit more. Like I said, if you're pregnant or if you know anybody with any hip pains during pregnancy, these are definitely some stretches that will help to alleviate some of that hip pain, any type of nerve pain, any type of pain in your lower back. It's really, really going to assist you with that overall feeling. These are just some more hip openers that I also like to do before I kind of go back into flowing with my back. Flowing with my back is one of my favorite things to do. I spend a majority of my flow doing some type of movement with the back, the upper back, just because I'm always on my phone, always sitting down in my office chair, packing orders. So this is definitely something I do focus a lot on. So throughout this last clip of me rolling my back, you will kind of see me continuously gyrating my hips and kind of pushing my waist in a circular motion. This is what is going to allow for more space, especially if you breathe very deeply. I do a lot of movement as far as kind of allowing my body to take more, if that makes sense. It's very hard to explain, but once you breathe deeply and you kind of create like a very slow flow, if you will, it will allow your body to move in ways that you didn't think it would be able to do until you breathe. So definitely take time with breathing, take time with your movements, just really connect with your overall vessel. This pose right here is one of my absolute favorites to do outside. I just pretend that I'm trying to essentially ground with Mother Earth, pushing my hips as far down as I can and constantly breathing very deeply. Not only is it going to, like I said, help you to ground, it's also going to help you to center yourself and also have that connection with Earth. It's such a deep feeling. It's such a beautiful feeling. You may release some emotions. You may cry a little bit. I know I am one to cry after a session like this, so it's definitely a huge release that you will feel. Okay, so here is another one of my favorite poses for hip mobility. I try to focus on a lot of hip mobility just because I have a big growing baby inside of my belly. And it's really good to stretch out your hips to give it that mobility and open up some new range of motion, which can really help with your lower back pain, hip pain, and even some nerve pain that you could be having in your hip. Now right here is where I begin to close out my yoga session. I simply end with visualization of a white light taking over me, purifying my temple, just basically grounding me. And here you will see me holding my heart and my womb. This is just to speak affirmations, not only to just myself, but also to my growing baby, to speak words of kindness, joy, peace, and just to lead with love starting off my day. Alright guys, so that will kind of be like a flow that I will go into with my yoga sessions. Like I said, I really don't know a lot of the pose names. I don't know what I'm really ever doing. I just allow my body to go on whatever feels comfortable and breathe deeply. In a few of those scenes, I do show like modified poses that you can do if you do feel a little tight in one area, because that happens to me sometimes. Like I'll feel a little tight, I may have to stretch a supported region for that said system. So if I know that I can't go fully forward, I need to stretch out my hamstring. You want to make sure that you're always stretching whatever you need to stretch and whatever feels painful. It's not necessarily pain, it's gonna feel discomfort, but that's that negative stagnant energy that you have to move through the fascia in your body. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know, comment below. You can also follow me on all my Instagram platforms at that girl Vonnii. That's my main page. You can also follow me on V's Hidden Gems, which is my herbal business page where I talk the most holistic wellness things. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for everybody who wanted to see this video and watch me stretch. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.